It's in New York. Or experience
the passcode.
20 to 3 here on 5AA. Nona Mona is always good for a laugh on there, and she's one of Adelaide's brightest comedians on there. A text in from somebody, she was fine about everything I said on there, so I know Nona very well. My next guest is Jo Agresta. She's founder and CEO of Abodey.com.au. Jo, how are you this afternoon?
I'm great, thank you. Great to be here.
Nice to be here. Did I say it correctly?
Oh, you did. You said it spot on.
Oh, that's good. That's what we like. Now, you've developed an app.
Yes, you're not wrong. Yeah, that's exactly right. Abodey helping home buyers.
Which is good. And, you know, do you think they need help?
I can't stress that enough, to be honest with you. Home buyers need, buying in residential real estate in this market climate, especially over the last 12 months. Absolutely.
And, what does the app do? Describe the app for me.
For sure. So the best way to put it is it's like Tinder for property.
Right.
So the way we've developed
swipe left and right.
Oh, yes and no, right? I'll explain it in a bit, in a bit more detail. So basically, buyers, what we do a bit different is we ask buyers to onboard and give us details about their lifestyle, their property preferences, and their budget. And once they've set their preferences, we've designed an algorithm with AI, me and my co-founder, that actually matches them to the properties that suit not just their location must-haves, but it also arms them with all the secret data that, real estate agents have access to that home buyers typically don't. So we can tell you what burglary statistics are once they've matched to a property. We can tell you all the average valuation data that sits behind it. So
well, that's
to make
good.
sure, so we just want to make sure that people don't overpay and they aren't feeling that buyer's regret, which over 50% of Australians in the last poll disclosed that they did, which is a shame.
Why would you buy a house and then turn around and go, oh, it's not the one I wanted? What's the excuses that you get?
Look, what we're seeing in market is that they don't really feel confident in what they purchased for. So especially this is really prevalent in auction scenarios.
Right.
So with auction, when you go, you're obviously putting in your best foot forward and there's an emotional position that takes over, your mentality, where you start picturing the property, the best way possible. You've already planned your pets, your family, your kids are all living there. You've already mapped it out. So then when the question of price comes in, all of a sudden you're bidding with your savings and you're not really focused on the end price. And then once you've won that auction or once you've won a property, you kind of step back and say, I actually think I might have paid too much. You start talking to friends and family and go, oh, was it worth it? Yep. And there's this seed of doubt that comes in, and then you start to regret it. So these buyers that were surveyed in a finder survey all said it was the overpayment and also not getting the property they wanted in the end. They found hidden problems. They didn't do their due diligence, like getting a building and pest.
Yep.
So it ended up, I had one client in the last 12 months who she mentioned to me that she spent $150,000 in hidden errors because she didn't prepare for auction properly. She didn't get a building and pest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which you should always do that.
That's right, but unfortunately a lot of this knowledge isn't always commonly known. And with agents, representing sellers, there's no one really representing buyers. And that's exactly what Abodey is here to do, represent you as the buyer.
Right.
Have technology give you all of the data and insights in a digestible manner and help you, go through from search to settlement. So you've got all your professionals in one place. We have all the data and insights into a potential property, and then we're giving you all the steps on what you need to do.
Which is a great idea. It really is for it.
No, thank you. Yeah, we definitely did a lot of research on it before we went into market. We did like a small soft launch with an MVP. And once we had, a minimum viable product in place, we tested it. And our customers, we had 100% of them buying from our, top 5 matched properties based on the data they gave us. So we're saving them that scrolling time. You sit on a real estate platform and you're just scrolling through listings, usually late at night.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Yeah, and it's sometimes a bit of fun, but then when you're actually looking for a property, it's daunting and it's overwhelming. And you don't often get enough data on these listing sites that tells you how to make that decision to actually purchase. You're not getting any real data. You don't know what developments are coming up around that property. You don't know the history of it, if it's had prior renovations. You don't know the burglary statistics for that area. Like, there's so many things that go into that decision, and we've thought of it all for you. And we're just simply giving it to you in one view on your smartphone. So when you go to an auction or you go to an open for inspection, it's all in the palm of your hand.
And how do you start on the app? How does it all work?
No, great question. So to get started, once you've downloaded, we actually get you to onboard with us straight away. So we get straight into the matching criteria. So we ask you, what are you looking for in a property? Like, for example, one of our questions is, how do you like to spend your time on the weekends? What are your deal breakers? And the reason we ask those questions is because our AI technology will respond smartly and give you suggestions about what's in the location that you'd enjoy, specific to your personality. What, schools or hospitals, dining options, restaurants, all these activities that you can do so you can visualise yourself in the location, as well as telling you how far it is from your workplace, how far it is from your parents' place, if those things are important to you.
I mean, it's all great ideas. I just wish I'd thought of it. Good heavens.
Have to bring you in.
On there. Does the app cost?
Yeah, it does. So we've a couple of things here. We're a subscribed service, so we have 3 tiers. So you can join for free, where we do give you a match, and you can connect to our professionals as well. So our professionals are buyers, advocates, conveyancers, mortgage brokers, building and pest inspectors, and removalists. Yep. So we've thought of the ecosystem. And then there's 2 paid tiers, and they get you, additional matches, of course. They give you some extra features in the sense of being able to add your own, tasks and add your own professionals, bring them into the journey with you. But on top of that, we've got an incentive that if you do use one of our providers, we'll pay back 100% of your membership, because we're backing our providers.
Oh, okay.
To say you do get a great service when you use them. We've worked with them personally. We've vetted them. So when you use our providers, the service is free.
Very good. Good idea. Where do we go to find this app?
So you can head to our website, which is abodey.com.au. But if you're on a smartphone and you have Google Play, or you've got the App Store on your Apple device, you can search for Abodey AI. And
let's spell it for people. It's Abodey.
Yes, spot on.
All right, Joe. Wonderful to talk to you. It's a great app. It's a great idea. I think I really do.
Thank you so much. Now, we're really excited to have it in market. We've had a lot of downloads already, so hopefully we can, help more people across the country find their right fit home.
No, it's all good. Joe, thanks very much, and we'll talk to you very soon here on 5AA.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Pleasure. Great idea. Abodey.com, Abodey. We're going to go to a short break. It is 2:48 here on 5AA.